Hello everyone, Niamh here, and we are doing the next Enchanted Expectations, so my month ahead for February. All right, so sorry if you hear any noises. I'm out in my dining room, so where my family is, and we gotta live here, so people are making noises. It's fine. Yeah, and as you can see, it is icy. It is icy outside, and that is my daughter hanging out with a friend out down there, so she'll probably come in a moment. All right, anyways, so I have my journals here. Let me put these to the side. So first up, I want to discuss what I did in January. And if you're hearing a noise in the background, that is the dishwasher. All right, so for January, all right. Let's see. I did almost every. So what I've been doing here. Actually, I don't have the deck for this. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is my Anna K Tarot, and it's my favorite deck, and it's the deck that I use pretty much just for myself. And I kind of wanted to use it more frequently this year. So I decided to use it as my daily pick-a-card. And I've been recording my daily pick-a-cards right here. I was going to put the kami or yokai that I got up here. I just haven't done that, so I'll probably do that later. Yeah, so I've kind of just been picking one card a day from my Anna K here. Yeah, and no real purpose. I think I'm mostly just, I'm pulling it with my daily reading. So I'm kind of interpreting it with my daily nightly readings. But I'm not really like interpreting it, but it will be interesting at the end of each month to see which cards showed up most frequently, and then maybe having some sort of idea at the end of the year which cards have shown up. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing there. Yes. Okay, so there was January. We'll get to this page at the end. And then I also did my ancestor work here. So I really just recorded the cards that I got. So these were the cards that I got from my card from the envelope. I cannot speak today. I don't know what it is, but yeah. So I just recorded the cards that I got, and I did a reading with that during the one of the moon readings. So the moon readings that I did were back here, moon readings. So I did the full moon in Cancer reading, and I will put up on screen this picture. Yeah, so this has been a cool layout doing it like this. This is for the third quarter moon. But yeah, so I used the Somnia Oracle for the center card, and the outer cards were the Anima Mundi, which I usually use with the Goddess Bridget. And then I also used the Mildred Payne's Secret Pocket Oracle and an Ogham Stave. Then the third quarter moon was in Libra, and I used my Star Trek Tarot with the Citadel Oracle. There we go. And I got a little friend of Garrick sticker right there. Yeah, so, and I will put up on screen the picture of that reading as well. So the new moon was in Capricorn, and here is the reading there. I will put up on screen the picture there, but I used both the Somnia Oracle and the Somnia Tarot, and I used the Morrigan Oracle and some Ogham Staves. And then the first quarter moon was in Aries, and here is that reading here. Oh, and the new moons I do with on Morgan. The full moons are with Bridget. The third quarter moons are with Lou, and this is I also combined with the ancestor reading. Then the new moons I do with on Morgan, and the first quarter moons I do with Dagda on Dagda. Oh, sorry about the dog there. So the next month I will decorate these pages, and I've already kind of picked out some decks, perhaps. I only have it in pencil, so it's not for sure. So the weekly spreads, here we go. This was the Whispers of Lord Ganesha and the Guardians of the Night. This was the Zelda Tarot with the Star Trek animated series. This, I don't have the actual picture of my week ahead reading here. I have it on my phone. I just hadn't printed it out yet. But I used both of the Somnia Tarot and the Somnia Oracle. And then I had just the Oracle of Many Paths for the next week. And finally, this is the week I'm currently on as I film this. I'm doing the Shadowscapes Tarot with the Hedge Witch's Oracle. And I did do this reading, I just haven't written down my interpretation for it yet. So there we go. All right, so the next part, part 2, is opening the mystery cards. All right, so we have the February mystery cards right here. Let me get my Anna K out of the way here. All right, so here are the mystery cards. And sorry about the lighting and how weird it is. It's, you know, it's the nature of filming in front of a big window. Let me see if I can adjust the lighting a little bit. Hopefully that's okay. I lowered the curtain a little bit, so hopefully that helps. All right, so let's open the cards for February. All right. My freezer paper in there. All right, let's move that out of the way. And of course, right here at the top, I have this month's cards right there. All right, so the first 2 cards here are for my ancestor focus for the month. These cards are the cards for each of the weeks of the month of February. And this card here is the Kami or the Yokai from the Kami to Yokai Oracle. And will be which Kami or Yokai I'll be focusing on this month. And we will start with that. So we are doing Yomori to Imori. The and in Japanese is to. So let me see if I can focus. There we go. So the and, you can see it right here. This symbol right here, this hiragana right here is said to. So it's Yamori to Imori. So cool. I like it. All right. So that will go in my my journal here that is focused on the Kami to Yokai Oracle. And last month I decorated this page for Izanami, and I have a whole video on this on my channel. So please go check that out. I'll be doing a video on this card at the end of February. So, and let's see. So this is an alphabetical order, so I'll have this near the end. Yamori is going to be somewhere near the end. But let's see in the book, the Kami to Yokai Oracle book. So yeah, there's a lot of Y, Y ones. Yamori. No, not that one. Let's see, here it is. All right, so here is the page for Yamori to Imori. There we go. Cool. And there's a little bit extra here. All right, so that will be my focus, Kami or Yokai for the month. So my ancestors, let's do this one. So we have father. So it could be on my father's side, an ancestor on my father's side. And the witch. Ooh, what a great combination here. So a father, a male, probably a male figure on my father's side, I'm going to guess. And represented by the witch. So that's really cool. All right, so that is my focus there. I'm going to bring these down. We're going to put the ancestor and the Kami or Yokai here. And now let's lay out the cards. All right, so week 1. Ooh, this is like the Bjotana card. Oh, and by the way, in the last video of the Enchanted Expectations video, I had the book for this deck, and I went through and read the keywords for each of the cards. Since that video, I have not been able to find this book. I have turned my house upside down looking for this book. And I have no idea. I have no idea whatsoever. So I'm just going to have to kind of use my intuition with this. So the first week here, we have week 25. So this is the Kalat Cards, and there is a card for each week of the year, and they are numbered by each week of the year, by the seasons. So this is card number 25. And it almost looks like Bealtaina, but like week 25 is so it's probably midsummer. Actually, it's yeah, that makes sense. It's this is probably midsummer. Yeah, so that, and it's, so I'm gonna guess that has some sort of meaning having to do with like it's almost like a sun energy. We see the sun right there. It's a heightened energy. I would say there's a lot of celebrations going on right now. Summer is, it's all of one energy there. So that's going to be kind of the focus there. So the next week, we have week number 46. I wish I had the book so I could say what these are, but I'm going to guess this is Umbrella, week 46. So this is probably into autumn, and they do have little symbols here. So I think this is summer, this is autumn, I believe. So it's so umbrella. So I'm going to say some sort of protection, and we've got a guiding light. There's a mask right here, something I could read into with that. I hope I find my book soon. All right, so the next week in February will be this one. This is week 42, also in autumn, and I believe this is the ghost or the apparition. Maybe this could represent things that are not really there or things that are fading away. That may be the focus for that week. And then finally, we have this card. This is week 21. I think this is spring. So summer, autumn, spring, I believe. So I think these are the runes or something like that. So it could represent chance, divination, games, things like that. So that sounds interesting. All right, so that is the month for February for each of the cards here. So, all right, so I'm going to put this away, and we will go on to part 3 of this video, which is going over the decks I'll be using in February. So for week 1, I will be using the Animal Mundi Tarot, which I've kind of, I'm also going to be using it for my full moon. This is my go-to full moon deck. And I'll also be using the Animal Spirit, Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle. The Animal Mundi Tarot is one that I largely associate with the goddess Bridget. And by the way, please go check out my Bridget video on my channel. At the end, I'll go over some of the social media plans, and I'll discuss the videos that I did in January and the February videos coming up. But yeah, I did a whole video on my Bridget altar and decks that I like to use with her. So yeah, please go check that out. So so I use this deck primarily for Bridget, and since Imbolc is coming up, I wanted the first week to be this deck. So I'm going to put over on screen a video of me decorating the page for this week. So this month I decided to use the Inktense watercolor pencils, which are, it's like water activated ink in the pencils. And I've had these for ages and ages. I used to do a lot of art. I used to have, I have still an art YouTube channel. It's just I have not posted there in years. But I have, I used to post videos of me doing art with these art supplies and things like that. So so they're not new to me or anything, but it's been a while since I've used the Inktense pencils. So there we go. And so I'll let that play, and then we will come back and see the page. Okay, so this is the finished page. This turned out like pretty cool, actually. I really like the moon that I put here in the background. So when I do the weekly reading, I will probably write the reading up here over the moon, and then I'll have the picture of the reading right here, I think. So, I knowing that I was going to do that, I intentionally did less art down here. But yeah, so it was a very simple little piece there. So the deck that I'll be using this week, ooh, just knocked it over. Here we go. So the Anima Mundi with the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit. And again, I'm sorry about the lighting, just, you know, the lights coming from the window straight on the cards. And so you're seeing shadows and stuff, but it's okay. I mean, I think you guys get the idea. But I thought this might be a cool combination. Not sure how that might work, but I figured I would just do something simple like this. The card in the middle with the two tarot cards on either side, and I thought these energies might go well. I'm going to take a chunk off of this. Here we go. Yeah, I kind of thought the energies could go well, and the art styles are very interesting together. But yeah, I mean, that icicle shadow is like right on this. On these cards, but that's okay. Yeah, and like last month when I was doing my Enchanted Expectations, I was like, oh, maybe I can experiment with this spread and this spread, but I pretty much stuck with this sort of layout with the Oracle card in the middle and the two tarot cards on either side, and you know, it worked fine. You know, and I'll probably just stick with that for a little while until I get sick of it, and then maybe I'll experiment a little more with some different spreads. So that is the Anima Mundi Tarot with the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle. Now, I did also decide that I wanted to use, like I said, the Anima Mundi with for the full moon reading for February, and I think I'm going to pair that with the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck. So we'll see how that goes. So for week 2 of February, I'm going to use a new deck, and I'm going to use the Echo Tarot, and I'm also going to use it with, I'm just going to pull this out of the bag here, I'm going to use it with the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, because I feel like these energies could go really well, and I like that they're similar size. But yeah, so I am going to go ahead and put on screen the video of me decorating the page for this one, and we will be back to look at the cards. So here we are back at the book here. So the finished piece here. Whoa, the light just changed. Hopefully that doesn't mess with it too much, but there we go. So yeah, so I really went with a strawberry thing. This deck is, it's the strawberry edition of this deck. And even though the deck itself has nothing to do with strawberries, yeah, I just sort of, I really am tapping into that strawberry energy with it. And I'm actually in the middle of coming up with a bag that I'll be making for this deck, and I might be using strawberries with the bag. I don't know, there was something about it that really drew me, the strawberry part drew me in. So there is the decorated page for that. And here are the cards. So I'm probably, again, just going to go with this layout. I'm going to use the Oracle of the Radiant Suns keyword here as kind of an Oracle keyword. But I am also going to tap into the astrological sign that's on each of these cards, because the Echo Tarot also came with 12 astrological cards. So this is Aquarius, so perhaps I could pull out the Aquarius card and have that as part of the reading. I don't know where I would put it, but have it as part of the reading or something. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with that, but I thought that was, there's something a little bit astrological about this deck that I wanted to pair this with the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. Now, I have yet to do a walkthrough of this deck because it's brand new, like really brand new. So I will have a walkthrough of this deck in February. But I just had a feeling that it would go really well with the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. So I wanted to try this out. Ooh, that's cool. We got a lot of the rays of the candle here and the candles here. And then we have the rays of the candles coming from the sun in Virgo. So here's Virgo. Sun in Virgo energy there. Yeah. So I don't know. I think this goes really well, and this is actually the first time I'm seeing them together, and it does look pretty cool. I do like it. Yeah. So I'll do one more here. Let's see, I'm just giving it a look. See here. Yeah, I think this could work. All right. So I'm excited for that. Also, I kind of wanted to use this deck for February because if, you know, it's pink and red and, you know, Valentine's Day. And I don't know, I just felt like it felt right, especially for the second week of February. All right, so the third week, I am going to use the Storyboard Tarot. And I think I might use the Amethyst Oracle with it, but I haven't decided yet. Oh, light shift again. Yeah, so I had originally just put this as the focus for this week, but I pulled out the Amethyst Oracle as a maybe. I might use this with it, or I might just use the Storyboard Tarot. So I will go ahead and put on screen the video of me decorating that page, and we will be back to look at these cards. Okay, so we are back, and here is the finished page. Yeah, so I think I'm probably going to write my interpretation for the week ahead here, and I will have the picture of it right there. And then, of course, my daily readings. So, the decks. I was kind of figuring this out. Should I do something like this, where we've got the 3 cards from the storyboard, and then maybe we have these as links, linking this storyboard together. Maybe that might be a cool thing to do. I don't know. This is for nightly reading, so, it may be too much. I don't know. That's why I kind of like sticking with the 3 card. But this could work as links in this. The deck is very much about stories and bringing stories together. So maybe we can use these cards here as linking the stories together. I don't know. Let's see. So we've got the Star, the 8 of Wands, and the 7 of Swords. Okay, interesting. And then we have Knight connecting the Star to the 8 of Wands. And maybe something we slept on, something we need to think about, something that's coming from the night before that we need to bring into and bring a message and kind of convert it, magic. And then we have the 7 of Swords, which is interesting. I would use for this, I would use strategy. So using this new information to come up with a new strategy, converting it or through magic. I don't know if you can even see that card with the lighting. Yeah, so that's an interesting reading. And I'm just going to lay out one more and see how I like this. Oh, all right. So connection, that's a good card in between. Connection and empty. Ooh, interesting. Huh. So, I mean, obviously they look nice together. This is a very soft color deck. So they do look really nice together. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. All right, cool. Okay, so the final week of February, I'm really excited to use this one. I pulled out my Eldritch Overload, and I think I'm going to use it with the True Sight Oracle. I think this could work together pretty well. So I'm going to go ahead and put on screen the video of me decorating the page for this week, and we will come back and check these cards. Okay, so we are back. Sorry about the lighting again. I've turned down the curtain a little bit more to see if that helps, but or maybe it doesn't. Maybe I should just leave it open. Oh no, that's gonna be right in my eyes. So we'll keep it there. Okay, so yeah, so this turned out pretty cool. I like the way that looks. So there we go. And I used a lot of splatters, and I actually used a little bit of washi tape with this one. I'm trying to limit how much washi tape I'm using, but this I love this circuitry washi tape, but I'm not sure if you can see that. Hold on, focus. Let's see. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's like this circuitry washi tape that I think is really cool, and I like to use it with the Eldritch Overload Tarot. So let's move this out of the way. Yeah, so this is a super cool deck, and I'm actually really excited to use it at the end of February here. So I thought maybe I could pair it with the nice and simple True Sight Oracle, and we kind of got that little bit of like that RPG sort of element with these two decks here. Ooh, let me, this is not centered very well, is it? All right, let me move it right there. Okay, so I think I'm just going to keep it simple like this, have the, you know, this layout. Yeah, so now the True Sight Oracle, I often like to use as spread positions. So pulling a card for each of the spread positions, and that is the spread position, and then pulling tarot on top of it. But I think I might just leave it like this. We'll see. But I am excited to use this deck for February. There's something very political about this. I call it my cyberpunk tarot because I often forget the name Eldritch Overload, so I often just call this my cyberpunk tarot. But there is definitely a political nature to the cyberpunk genre in general, of course, kind of that sort of anti-capitalist sort of message, and yeah, so it's definitely a message that I'm wanting to tap into more this month. So I am looking forward to using this deck. I don't use it a lot. I really don't. Oh, here, look at that. Yeah, there we go. That I love I love when decks and shows and books and media in general have that political element to it, and I enjoy that a lot. So yeah, and it's what a great way to release some of that rage, I guess we could be feeling for different things going on in the world. Yeah. All right, well, and I think these actually look really cool together because I'm pretty sure I've used this combination before. I don't remember when, but I'm pretty sure I've used this combination before. But I sort of just like, what deck am I going to pair with this? Oh, the True Sight Oracle. Let's grab that because I'm sure that will go just fine, and it does. It goes great, and I'm sure I've used this combination before. Yeah. All right. So that is that week. Okay, so that brings us to the next part of the video, which is going over the astrological events for February. So here is the page for February. I was saying Fiaura, which is the Irish word for February. So on what is this date? Is this the first? Yeah, the first is well, it is Imbolc, but I'm gonna be I celebrate Imbolc. I celebrate the holidays on the exact astrological date. So for this year, it will be on the 3rd. But most people celebrate Imbolc on the 1st. So the 1st, it's also a full moon, and it is a full moon in Leo. And I do have I don't have the pages decorated, but I have an idea of which decks I'm going to use. Here we go. So for February 1st, I will probably use the Anima Mundi with the Wild Unknown Archetypes. Then we have Imbolc here on the 3rd. Not sure what I'm going to be doing for that. Yeah, I mean, last year I did a whole, for each of the Sabbats I did a video, and I really don't want to do that this year. I think for my video, it was the Bridget altar video that I did in January. So I think that was more my homage to Imbolc there. So then on the 9th is so that's full moon. So that's a 3rd quarter moon in Scorpio. And that's what I have here. I'm going to use the Echo Tarot and maybe the Cowgirls and Aliens. I put a question mark there because I was like, maybe. We'll see how that one goes. And then on the 17th, we have the new moon in Aquarius. So that will be here. New moon in Aquarius. Was the new moon in this one? Yes, was Capricorn. Okay, so new moon in Aquarius. And so one rule of thumb for figuring out what the new moon is in, or the full moon, the new moon is always the sign, the sun sign that it's in. So February 17th is in Aquarius. So the new moon is in Aquarius, and the full moon is the opposite sign. So the full moon is in Leo because Leo is opposite Aquarius. So that's just a quick rule of thumb. So yeah, so that I'm planning on using the Horror Tarot, which is a new deck for me. I've used it once. I did film a walkthrough, and that will be up in February. I'm also thinking I'll use the Morrigan Oracle with that, and probably the Mildred Payne Secret Pocket Oracle. Yeah, and then the Sun enters Pisces on the 19th. And then on the 24th, we have the 1st quarter moon in Gemini, 1st quarter moon in Gemini, and I want to use the Eldritch Overload. I don't know what else I'll use with it. Maybe I'll use a True Sight with it too. We'll see. All right, so that is the astrological events. So the next part is going over my social media stuff. So this is my regular agenda here, and I really just show the social media pages. So this was Anar, which is January, and I did my Yule gifts. My magical month was there. My Yule gifts. I went through. I did a walkthrough of the Somnia decks. I did part 1 of all the decks that I got in 2025. So I will be doing a part 2 in February. I initially had not planned on that to be a 2-parter, but there were so many tarot decks that I decided to split the 2 things. So this video was tarot. My video in February will be Oracle. Then I did the hashtag top 10 tarot. Then I got a Witch's Roots box in and did an unboxing of that. And then I did my first video of the my deep dive study in the Mildred Payne Secret Pocket Oracle. So please go check that out. I'll put a picture of the thumbnail on the screen, and hopefully, if I remember, I will link to that video. But I am doing a full study of the Mildred Payne Secret Pocket Oracle, and I was pretty happy with that first video that came out. So definitely go check that out, please. And then I did my my Bridget video. So my altar for Bridget and the decks that I use for her, and I'm also really proud of that one, so please go check that out. And then I did my Kamito Yokai study, and that was fun. I like how that turned out, so please go check that out as well. So the last 3 were like my special videos for the month, so definitely go check that out. And then of course this video here, the Enchanted Expectations for February. So my February video plans, the first video that will come out after this one is going to be my wish list for 2026, so really excited about that. Then the next video will be my walkthrough of the Horror Tarot. I actually just filmed that. The video is going to be a little wonky though, because I filmed it in my art studio in a weird angle, and I don't know, the lighting was a little weird, but hopefully you guys don't mind. But there we go. Then I'll have the part 2 of the decks that I got in 2025. Then I'm going to do a walkthrough of the Echo Tarot. Now this one I have blank for the 17th. I'm thinking I'll do a tarot tag if I come across one I like. So, but I left it blank for now. Then I want to do another one of my tableau videos. So, how to read tarot or how to read any card system in a tableau style. And that will be my 4th one in that series. So please go check that out when it comes out. And then, of course, my Kami to Yokai study, where I will be going over this month's Kami or Yokai. I'm going to guess these are Yokai, but and then the Enchanted Expectations. So that is the plans there for YouTube. Now, I do also have Instagram/TikTok plans here, and I'll just maybe you can see it here. Yeah, so that's my plans with this one here. Yeah, so and TikTok has been lately. I don't know how much longer TikTok's gonna last. It was bought out, and you know, and in fact, my the editing program that I use for my videos is CapCut, which is run by the same company as TikTok, and I pay for the pro version of it. So, and it's a stupid amount of money, and it's a ridiculous amount of money. So I just canceled my subscription to it because of all this crap going on with YouTube and ByteDance in general. So I'm going to be trying to figure out how to do some videos and stuff with perhaps a new program. But yeah, so I'm bummed by that, but it is what it is, and I'm just going to move forward. Yeah, so I did also sign up for Upscrolled as a potential TikTok alternative, but I don't know how that's going to turn out. I did start migrating some of my videos over there, so we'll see. We'll see where it goes. So there we go. So there is TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. So the final thing. All right, we are going to do my tarot tournament, the first one of the year. Okay, I'm so excited. And it's a tarot and oracle tournament. So I gotta find, should I just use this pen? Maybe I'll just use this pen. No, you know what? I'm gonna go grab another pen. Okay, got a darker pen here. So I think my favorite deck of the month, let's see, going back to what I've done here, could be one of the Somnia decks. I don't think any of these. Zelda Tarot is very tempting, and so is Star Trek Tarot. I also did a pick a card and I forgot to mention that. Yeah, let me show that real quick. In my journal here, I did a pick a card reading using my Star Trek Tarot on Instagram and TikTok. So, you know, if you have Instagram or TikTok, please go check that out. I did a fun Star Trek themed pick a card, and I want to try to do one of those a month. So yeah, and I used the Star Trek Tarot with that. I also did some deck pairings using the Somnia decks. So I want to try to do that too. I think I completely forgot about this when I was just showing what I was doing. My mind went blank. So in February, I am doing another pick a card. I think I'm going to use that the Echo Tarot for that. So I want to try to make it a little bit Valentine's-y. So I'll probably use the Echo Tarot for that one. And then I'm going to do some deck pairings for Star Trek, the Star Trek Tarot. So definitely go check that out. And I'm planning on doing another grid style video there. So, and I've also been showing the pictures of the moon readings that I'm doing each month. And I'm going to be doing flip throughs of my spiritual journal. So, man, I should have talked about all of this when I did this section of the video, and I just kind of forgot about it. I was like, yep, here's my YouTube or Instagram and TikTok plans. Here you go. And totally not even talking about the relevant stuff. So yeah, I'll, cause I'm doing Tarot Tuesday and Witchy Wednesdays. So on Wednesday, I'm doing a flip through of my spiritual journal, just with no sound other than music, just music flipping through, that sort of thing. And then I'm doing a witchcraft Q&A, my third one. I did a witchcraft Q&A for January as well. I'm going to share some witchy picks. And then I'm doing a deck review, and I did a deck review of the Star Trek Tarot for January. So I'm going to do another deck review for February. So there we go. Probably the Echo Tarot, honestly, because that seems to be what I'm focusing on in February. So for January, I think my favorite was actually the Oracle of Many Paths, and I think that's what I'm going to pick here. So Oracle of Many Paths. It's a small little spot here. Oracle of Many Paths. So that is the winner for January, the Oracle of Many Paths. So I'm doing January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And then January and July will the winner will be here, etc. So, and that is how I'm doing the tarot tournament for this year. All right, so we got the first one on there. All right, awesome. Okay, so that is everything. I think so. That is everything. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. Thanks for dealing with all the light changes and the noises that my house makes and all of that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.